Okay. Yes. Hello, everybody. I guess we're live and you just saw the video. There is a really weird delay, however. How can I switch off my own sound? There. Alrighty. It's wonderful to celebrate this release with you guys. Thank you for joining with so many people. It's unbelievable. It's a really joyous moment. I mean, you can only do a first time once, and that's today. So I'm super excited to read what you are writing here in the reaction, first reaction to the video. A lot of positive and only actually positive reactions, so thank you for that. It's been long in the making. I'm super thrilled that it now finally reached you guys. I mean, I've been talking about it for years, and I just wanted to quickly go back in time about this because, you know, from the first idea to actually do something solo to coming with this song was quite the journey. Also in a decision, you know, am I going to really do this? Because I'm already the singer of Nightwish. There's so much already happening in my life. But I really enjoy doing, something on the side, writing music, and thinking about, okay, what kind of a sound am I going to have then? How am I going to sound if I'm not, you know, doing metal? And working together with the right people was really the key to that, and finding the right sound and writing a lot of songs before actually this song could come out. So I've really been, kind of shaping, and I want to first thank Wouter Hardy and Gordon Groothede, whom I wrote this song with, for creating this with me. This was the first song we wrote together, and it was really exciting to see that, you know, come together. Like, you know, there's an idea and somebody else comes with an idea, and then from there we all of a sudden wrote a song, and that became Fire. And lyrically, of course, I kind of felt like something about this whole pandemic needs to come out, and fire stands as a metaphor for bringing back life into our society after being forced to be at home, and, you know, everything that the pandemic really took away from us. We want to get back into the real world, back into life, and fire everything up. So that's what this song is about. And well, to release a song, it's not just a click on a button. A lot of things are digitally nowadays. Here I'm sitting in my own studio at home, but there are a lot of wheels turning, and I have a fantastic team behind me that helped me get to this, and I want to thank them first of all. Also Germin Bakker, who's been doing all the online management, but also Alice and Lina, who are in my management. Together we've been building up this and finding the right team to work with. Now I'm connected to ADA, a digital partner of Warner Music. Super excited to work with a team that can help me, you know, make a solo career together. I can't do that by myself. Also, my husband Hannes has been helping a lot in getting things done, also setting things up here, since you guys maybe know of me. I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to, you know, finding things on the internet and figuring out how everything works. I can learn languages, but this stuff, God. So a big thanks to him as well for always having my back and helping me out. And of course, you know, I can release as much music as I want, but if I don't have any fans to listen to it, and getting so much love back and so much anticipation already from all over the world once again, I mean, guys, thank you so much for having my back and enjoying this journey with me, since, well, it is not metal, and it's gonna be pop rock. It's a whole different ball game, and as said, the journey towards it was really there. Like, it still has to sound like Floor. So how does Floor sound? Yeah, I can basically sing anything. So what am I gonna do then? And I don't mean that in a cocky way, like, I can do anything. But there are a lot of directions I can take with my vocals, and style-wise, it needs to fit. It's really, you can't really put it in like one box. what I could do or what I could potentially want to do. I like so many styles of music. I'd love to investigate everything. And Fire is really just the top of the iceberg, the first song out there that will determine my solo sound. And from here on forward, of course, I'm going to be releasing more songs and continuing doing so until there's an actual album and time to release it, because obviously I have been at home, everybody's been at home. We have not done too much of the Nightwish Human Nature World Tour. 2 shows, 3. So we still have a lot of that laying around waiting for us. Super excited about that too, because I can't wait to get back out on the road. But for now, we can at least release Fire, and we're here today celebrating that. I'm so happy to see that so many liked the video. I recorded this in Finland with Sami Joensuu as a director, and I never really did something like this as myself before, and really, communicated about what we're gonna do. In Nightwish, of course, that's a whole different thing, and so yeah, visualize the sound of this, visualize the look of me. Yeah, it was a super fun project to do. Really fun to record. You can see in some of the outside shots that it actually was very cold. Of course, Finland in February, you'll get that. Yeah, it was fun to do, and I'm super proud and happy with the result of this. And big thanks also to everybody that cooperated on getting that done, because also with the clothing, there are beautiful designs there. I'm going to make sure you know exactly what I wore and what kind of jewelry I'm wearing, because I'm so proud of all of that. Super nice cooperation with other, creative people that maybe don't do music but make jewelry or make amazing outfits. And as said, it's a cooperation, and I need to be the spider in the web and get the right people in the web to make things with. And it's been such a joy to do. Well, I just wanted to come with this entire monologue. You guys are writing and writing and writing. I think I can't really see. Oh, we have over 1,200 people joining this chat, so it will be almost impossible to read everything you guys are writing. But just so you know, I'm super excited to have you here. I appreciate everything you're writing and the support I've been having so far. I'll see if I can join in a little bit. Take a little sip, because you get so thirsty when you monologue so much. Here's some Sylvia writing that even if you go for rap, I'll listen. Don't worry, I won't rap. I never really tried that, but I have to say, with some of the stuff that I've been doing in Germany for Sing Meinen Song, which is the German equivalent of Beste Zangers, what I did for the Dutch TV. It came as close as it would get for me to do it in German, but that's a whole different thing. Let's stay to Fire for now. Flora set us on fire. Can you do both Nightwish and solo? Yes, I believe I can. It will be quite a balance to make, but if we can plan ahead, and not plan and then see that planning change again because of pandemic, then usually, a Nightwish planning is laid out very long in advance, so I know exactly where I'll have time to do solo stuff. And Fire is the first song. There are more songs ready, and the album will get done this year. So somewhere in the next year there will be more of that, and of course then after the Nightwish tour. So I'll be trying to balance things out there. Here's somebody wondering if I would record in Spanish. I did do a Spanish song, of course. Quite a challenge there. Met que se siente. Was it your horse on the music video? I wish. On one hand, because it's a beautiful horse. On one hand, other hand, because I just got a new horse. I'll tell you more about that after the release. Her name is Dara. She's a Shire, huge, beautiful horse, but she was not really there for the video. So now we have somebody else's horse, which I unfortunately didn't even get to meet. It looks so beautiful. Does Freya love the new song? Yes, she did, actually. I've been, as you guys might know, I sing a lot songs to her in the evening, and she always asks me for new songs. And so yesterday evening, I sang Fire for her, but I've done that before. And she was like, no, Mom, I mean a new song. And I kind of laughed on the inside, like, yeah, little does she know that, yeah, well, this is a new song. And yeah, you might maybe heard me sing this before, so you already think it's boring. She's 5. But the rest of the world has no clue, so that was funny. And she really likes it. She says she can sing along, which she cannot really yet. But the fact that it's in her head means a lot, and it's also kind of like a good, like is it a good song or not? Because if it sticks to her head, it actually usually is. So that's funny. Let's see. Ooh, go so fast. Wonderful, you guys are joining with so many, really over 1,400 people joining here. Unbelievable. Oh, hang on. Current viewers, yes, indeed. Congratulations from Erika van Tilburg. Thank you. Were you nervous for today? You may be very proud. Thank you so much. I am very proud. And yes, I was a bit nervous. I still am, because I'm not nervous about the song, or, I'm very confident about it. It feels really good. I'm proud of it. Genuinely, like, I think this is good. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but I feel that this is a very good first song to come with. I'm super proud of it. This whole journey to come to here feels like the right one. Yes, I took my time, but then something really good comes. So in that sense, I'm not nervous, but I'm nervous for the thing that I just kicked into the world. I've been working towards this for years. You're creating, I call it like a ball. Now I kick this ball into the world, and I have no idea how and where it's going to land. And that I find super exciting, and that makes me a bit nervous, because obviously I have no control about that anymore. So now it's out there, and let's see what's happening. Oh, somebody's writing, woke up with the song in his or her head. Went too fast, but that's awesome. I hereby apologize for earworms if it's gonna get stuck. I kind of hope so, actually. Will your sister Irene be joining you on one of your new songs by chance? Maybe. Yeah, it's a good idea. I have not really been thinking much in lines of cooperations yet. First set out my own sound and kind of go from there. Of course, I also met a wonderful bunch of new musicians in Germany. The world's a big place. Let's see. Of course, with everyone would be super fun. Crazy question: would you do a duet with Phantom of the Opera from Tommy from Sabaton at some point? That would be awesome. I did not really think about that yet, since I'm really focusing on new music and my own music, and not so much on covers at the moment. Somebody's wondering if I have birthmarks on my feet. I don't think that has to do much with fire, but sure. I actually do. A lot of positive reactions from you guys. Really nice. Somebody's wondering if Thomas has heard fire. Of course he did. Yes. And since he's my brother, he got a preview, and it's really exciting to send music to the Grandmaster, but he came back very positively. Also got the video, so very nice. Let's see. Would you consider solo concerts in Germany? Yes, I do, of course. I mean, Sing Meinen Song is this German television show that will be aired starting next month, and will be on German television on Fox, part of Channel Plus, I believe, in April, May, and June. And from that, I do hope to also go and play a bit more in Germany. I've been practicing a lot on my German, so I might even do some things in German there. And I mean, like my speeches and stuff. But for now, first, show-wise, there's a lot of Nightwish that still is up on the agenda. But as soon as possible, I'll be planning more solo shows, and definitely outside the borders of the Netherlands. All right, let's see. A solo tour, yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the idea. With the 1,466 people joining here at this moment, the speed is so extremely fast that I can barely keep up with you guys. But once again, it's super nice to celebrate this with everybody here joining. I realize really well that so many of you come from different parts of the world, so don't live in the time zone I live in. So for me, it's now 23 past 10 in the morning. I know for a lot of you guys, it's in the middle of the night or very early in the morning or super late. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for the effort to be here. Or I read that people do maybe live in my time zone, but actually go to, a day job that requires to be present at your job, or maybe meetings. And I saw people like, yeah, I'm going to plan free time. I'm going to reschedule meetings just to be part of this, or to at least see the video. Thank you so much for that effort. That really means a lot to me. And I really hope that it was worth the wait and the reschedule, or the lack of sleep I just caused you guys. Thank you so much for that. Really. Because, I realize I've been sitting in this chair for the last 2 years. So often because I couldn't do anything else, and there were no live shows. I can barely travel, or I can't travel at all because it's dangerous. And now I'm sitting here celebrating this with you guys again, from this seat, but with the freedom of knowing that I'm gonna be coming out, and I can't wait to also perform Fire live. I'll have one show in the Netherlands on the 17th of April on a festival called Paaspop. That will be my premiere to sing this live, and I'm looking forward to many more concerts where I can bring this and all my other solo stuff up. But it really feels like today, sitting here, other than previous times, this is the kickoff of a new time. And we might not have left Corona behind us entirely. A big part of the pandemic is definitely behind us, and it's really wonderful to go back into the light, go back into fire up this life as where whole fire is about. So I'm super thrilled. Somebody's asking who the drummer is. Sounded amazing. I will definitely let you guys know, because I've met him. He's a super nice guy. My memory for names, however, is absolutely horrible. So I'm really bad at remembering. So I feel terrible for that. But he did an amazing job. I agree. So I'll let you know, because he came to the studio. He's actually more like a metal drummer. But just nailed this song. So I'll let you know who's been playing on this as well. Here's Paul writing that he has COVID at the moment, and that this made you feel better. Paul, good to know. My dad is also called Paul. I just learned before this chat that he's also at home with COVID. So we're not through entirely. We still need to be cautious for ourselves and each other. But first steps are being made into a world where this is just one of the viruses that we can actually manage as humankind. So fingers crossed for that no more scary developments will come there, and that everybody gets well really soon. Here, Kai Ilan, super proud of you. Fire is great. Thank you. Really happy to hear that. I've been rooting for you since Japan. Thank you. Zenith is wondering, so you won't forget us when you become an international pop diva. I have no intention to be an international pop diva. I will forever be Floor. And you guys have been calling me queen and princess and, diva and all these wonderful names. But for me, it's always been, I'm Floor. Whether I headbang my head off with Nightwish or I'm doing something else, I think you need to keep me rooted there, keep my feet on the ground. And in the end of the day, it's really about music, and it's super nice to have the freedom and the possibility to do different kinds of things, and to really keep on developing myself and find new things to do. Also, Tuomas writes everything in Nightwish, rightfully so, obviously, but it's super nice to find my new songwriting outlet in a way. And I do really feel that my singing has developed a whole lot more than my songwriting. So there, I really need to work with other people that have a bigger talent on that end, more experience, and where I fit with, like I can really do with Gordon Groothede and Wouter Hardy, both from the Netherlands. We've been really writing cool things together that feels like, yeah, floor sound. And I can come with ideas and they can pick things up, or they have ideas and I can pick things up. Like, oh, what if we did do this or this? And also lyrically, the right words that come from my heart. It's wonderful to do that again. So no intentions to become a terrible diva, just a small diva with my 183. Somebody's writing here, random uncreative name, very, very creative. Sorry for the sunburners, but my head wasn't in a good place. Fire helped bring me warmth, light, and hope. I need to keep this going. Good. Oh, and it's 2:30 in the morning. Oh, well, I hope you're gonna sleep well after this with some positive emotions. So that's really nice. Somebody here is wondering if Joost van Broek is joining. Not on this song. I actually have been writing with Joost, and we came with a lot of material that felt really good, but wasn't really it yet. And I kind of hope that with the course that we've set out now, or that I have set out with Gordon and with Wouter, that we can maybe look at the songs that I wrote with Joost again to see if it still fits, or if we can adapt it to the feel of the current style. That would be super nice, because I said it's a journey. I've also wrote songs with Han Koreneef, the songwriter of that War Child song I did, in both Dutch and English, and that was super nice to work with him as well, but also completely different. So you kind of need to, find your style. There I wrote a song actually for my dad, and I gave it to him for his birthday. Not this year though. It's his birthday today. And I really hope that song also can be part of the album later on. So there's so much material already there, and I said it's a journey. So there's more to come, guys. Really. Let's see. Zenith hopefully come to Australia. I think we're actually trying to do that in the next year. Unfortunately next year, but this year kind of became so full with all the other stuff we didn't get to do. Here is Kai saying, from producer and mix engineer, Fire is great, the mix is good, layers of instrument vocals, you have a choice of the right people to help you. Thank you for that. Well, and kudos for Gordon there. He's the producer, and he's been mixing this, and I totally agree. Funny story about Gordon and me. He produced the last After Forever album, and of course that's different music, different time. There's like 13-14 years between that cooperation and when I called him again, like, hey Gordon, remember me? I have this idea, and it's like that time in between just wasn't there. It's like, a person I can so easily work with. We're directly on the same page on a lot of levels, and that worked so great. And then he said, I know this guy Wouter Hardy, he's been doing a lot of songs, for instance Arcadia, that huge song contest winner, and he's like, I think he might actually fit into the style that you've set out. And so Wouter came. I met him. He's like, don't you remember me? Oh God, no. I hate it when I don't remember somebody. But turned out that he was my student many years ago, for a school in Eindhoven where I taught Pop Academy there. And he was part of the first years there. And of course he changed quite a bit, because he went from, this teenager to a full-grown man and quite a career already. So it's really like, oh wow. So we do have this history where I was once his teacher, and now we're writing songs together. They're actually coming to Sweden next week to work on more music. I've been, coming to the Netherlands for the other occasions, and this time I couldn't make it. And I was like, you can always come here. And they were like, really? Yeah. So it's wonderful. We're going to enjoy a bit of the Swedish spring that's about to come. We've been thinking that it's about to come for weeks now, but at least it's not freezing anymore during daytime. So it's going to be super nice to have them here and write more music. All right. I realize okay. Do the fiery object and the horse have a particular meaning? Well, the fiery objects, I guess, are quite a literal visualization of fire. And the horse, more because I love horses. And I still have this almost like childish dream where in one video, one day, I'm going to be galloping down a beach in this long dress. Either on a black horse with a white dress or on a white horse with a black dress. And then I know it's a terrible cliche, but one day I'm going to do it. And now I just had a horse at the, looking at the car. That was cool too. Ooh, there we go. Well, Sebastian really likes the video. I guess I'm not sure Earth words are enough to describe it, so I will say that's perfect. Just the way it is. Thank you so much. Here's Paul Riddle writing their sister somewhere in the chat. Is she? Where are you? You go too fast. Black dress, white horse, please. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. Maybe I can do both, just not at the same time. That would be awesome too. Hours of reaction videos fresh on the way. We actually talked about it, Hannes and I, how much time it would take for the first reaction video to pop up. So maybe they already did. I could... Wow. Respect for everybody who's that fast. How did you get the idea for fire? That's a good question. To be honest, I guess it's been dormant in me. Like many lyrics, I usually have this collection of ideas in my head that pop out when the song when it starts to fit the song. And sometimes in the creation of like a vocal melody, it's some words already come, whether they make sense or not. Usually in the beginning they don't, or at least like syllables or just sounds, if it's going to be an E or an O word or something like that, and from there you can kind of go on. And I can't really remember if fire was already there like in the creation of when that melody came, but I can really think so, that at least sound wise an I word would have fit, because it's really fire, just it fits there. So for me that's a bit how that works, how things come together eventually. I'm just looking at the time. I'm taking up so much of you guys' time here, but I can't believe we're still here with 1,427 other people. Here's a bit of German for you guys. Glückwunsch zum neuen Video Fire und danke, dass du bei Sing meinen Song dabei warst. Liebe Grüße aus Berlin. Well, liebe Grüße back to Berlin. Just a well wish for the new video, and thank you for joining Sing Mine and Song. It was a very nice experience. We went to South Africa to record this, a place I've never been to, and well, you guys gotta know, for me, I've been traveling quite a bit, but South Africa never. We were in this amazingly beautiful resort that was completely turned into this production for Sing Mine and Song. And there, I spent so many hours talking with other like-minded, wonderful artists that I, in a different setting, would have never even met. I was so grateful for that. And to dive into German pop music was for me like, I'm a Dutchie singing in a Finnish metal band, living in Sweden, not knowing anything about German pop music. And then a whole new world opened for me. I keep on being, surprised about how much amazing music, amazing artists, singers are out there, and I was in really, really good company there. So I really hope as many of you everywhere in the world can see this, because it is German. It is going to be in German on a German TV show, but I'm trying to figure out how we can make it so that when you live in Australia or in Brazil or wherever in the world you are coming from, you can still see it. So we're working on that. And in that case, you might need to do a little German course if you don't speak German, like I did, because the beginning, of course, came the question, would you be interested in doing this? Do you have the time? And do you speak German? Yes, yeah. I thought I spoke German. At some point, I kind of spoke German. I've always understood German, being Dutch, living close to the border. But then again, I had German in high school 1 year. And after that, I just played a lot of shows and recorded a few albums in Germany. And that's 10, 15 years ago. So, well, not the amount of shows, but the time I really spent more time in Germany. So when I tried to speak German, I spoke Swedish instead. There's something called language interference, where you think in one language or try to, but something else comes in. Well, there's a whole explanation for it, but it took me a month to sort of get that Swedish away from my head. I want to say something in German, not in Swedish. And then finally, from there, I started to learn more, and the words start to come back that I maybe knew before. And of course, when you really start to go into a language all the time, when I was there in Germany first, and then in South Africa with only Germans, or majority Germans, the German came out more and more. And then you start to also talk German like Germans and not, book German. So you might actually hear my development over the course of the Sing Mine and Song shows, but it was a wonderful journey and a wonderful musical journey to sink my teeth into different kinds of music and to kind of metal it up a little bit, as I did. Still the metalhead forever, not the pop diva. Careful there. I'll always be just Floor, as I said. Here is a nice question popping up. Do you have any singing related aspects that you would like to further develop, and how does getting older affect on you and your voice? Solo, I would love to develop. I love to use everything that I have in my voice, but it needs to be in function for a song. That is always the most important, and I sometimes also enjoy less is more in that concept. So that is something I'd like to play with. And aging, of course, like everybody, if you get more tired, you bounce back slower. But vocally, I haven't felt any difference. I can still pull off everything without too much trouble, but I need to keep myself going. Sing a lot, work out. Finally got back into a better rhythm there, because without it's not possible. Horseback riding is super nice, but it's actually not enough. So I'm back into active training, and it really helps me to activate muscles that I really need for powerful singing and to actually really last. I can't just, next month we're gonna have 2 big night shows in Finland. And those are 2-hour sets. It's full on. You can't just from nowhere singing a bit at home and rehearsing to full on stage. So I really need to prepare that, and so that's what I do. And the older you get, the more important it is to really do your maintenance. You can't really be sloppy about it. But for the Finns amongst us, or for the ones that desperately need a night show like me, next month in Finland on the 22nd and 24th, if I can remember correctly. Check the website for tickets, because there are still a few available. And of course, I can't wait. Really, finally. I don't think they're going to cancel it this time. That's the feeling. I think I can actually really look forward to it this time, and I know we can finally do it. And it's going to be just awesome to, be there. So I hope I'm going to see as many of you as possible who can actually travel or live in Finland. Travel to or live in, yes. All right. We're still here together with 1,458 viewers, 69. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much for joining here and sticking around. It's really nice chatting with you guys. And I don't think you can't see Fenris. He's also joining the chat, but he fell asleep because that's that's what he does best, hanging around. Somebody's writing, why didn't Hannes drum for fire? Well, everything's done in the Netherlands, and we work mostly with people that Gordon knows, but it's absolutely a good idea maybe for a different kind of song where he would probably just nail it. Very true. How many languages can you sing in? Somebody's asking. I believe that I could probably sing in any language. It sounds very cocky, but in the end of the day, singing, it's sounds. And it takes a long time to really understand where the sounds are placed in the mouth, because with languages that is so different from each other. You know, English has a different position in the mouth than German or Dutch, Swedish, Finnish. Rolling R's like this or in the front, all of that is different, but it's in the end of the day still sounds. So in that sense, even without really understanding word for word what you're singing, you could probably learn it. That's how I approached Que se siente, for instance. I don't speak Spanish. Of course, I was understanding what I was singing, but it took a long time to really remember it because I don't understand. I don't build up sentences like that, for instance, and then it's harder to remember. But yeah, it's much nicer to really understand it. So I can sing in German, I can sing in Swedish, Finnish, English, and Dutch, and I'm sure I could pull off some French. I've been singing in Italian. I've been doing one day something in Portuguese. It's a long time ago. But I never tried anything like Chinese or Japanese, Arabic, something like that. So that would be quite a challenge. Here's somebody see you in Finland. Very good. Very good. Looking forward. Would I sing in Italian? I have actually sang in Italian. Yep, indeed. Kai Ilan is going for a job, live production, and being nervous. Wish me luck. Good luck. And also, where was everything recorded? In Gordon's studio. What equipment? I don't know. That I really don't know, but that's something we can also let you guys know if you're interested. Absolutely. All right. 1,500 people. Well, hello everyone. It's just getting more and more busy here on this chat. How nice. I think I'm gonna be sitting here all day. Hang on. I was gonna say I'll just order in food, but we live so far into the woods. There's nobody coming out here. I'll drink coffee. I think there's actually beer in the fridge, so maybe I'll survive on that. I might not be talking so much sense after a while. And of course, at some point today, not at 10 in the morning for me, I'm gonna pop a bottle of bubbles to celebrate. Yeah, Pamela Kielponen, I would love to. Floor, I would love you to sing in Finlandia. Yeah, me too. That is something really beautiful theater or venue in Finland. That would be beautiful to play. Yes. Reading so many messages. Yeah, so glad the wolf is out. Indeed, my wolf and dog have had some balance problems there. For you guys who know about it, know what I mean, but others are really wolf and dog. The wolf is the hunter, the career woman, the warrior that one's out, and the dog is the one that likes to stay at home and has the routines and safety and the comfort of home life. And the balance between them has to kind of be there. If I'm out on the world too much, I miss home, and when I'm at home too much, I miss being out in the world. And of course, I've been at home a lot, so I have this fat, lazy Labrador just wagging its tail. It's completely, bored with what we're doing, but still loving it because, you know, I've been feeding it quite a bit. And the wolf is completely skinny and it's clawing up the walls. It just wants to get out. Let me out! And almost. The trip to South Africa already really, really helped. But now I just really want to do shows with, you know, a crowd. Here is a wonderful world of stuff writing. For over 20 years, Nightwish has been a part of my life, inspiring and helping me through life. Seeing you at Wack in 2013, I fell forever under the Nightwish spell. Truly enchanting. Much love. That's wonderful to read. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to be so nice to bring Nightwish back out. And, you know, next month, 22 and 24th of April, we'll be playing in Finland. And then in May, it's time for North American shows. I'm really, really looking forward to that too. And of course, the summer festivals. I mean, finally festivals again are going to be coming out to Sweden, to Germany, Belgium, France, Italy, I think, Spain, Czech Republic, Hungary. I think there are so many countries we're going to be at. The Netherlands, we're going to be playing Pink Pop, which is huge thing. So I'm really excited that we can finally pull this off. And of course, from there, go into tours in South America, South America. And the European tour is finally also happening. So let's keep our fingers crossed that all of this is just happening as we planned it, because I think we're all, you know, in need of some fire there. Once again, it's amazing to be here with over 1,500 people celebrating the release of Fire today, my very first solo song. I just still can't believe that it's out there. I said earlier in this chat that for me, Fire was this, it's the first song. It's the creation of years in the making, something I've been longing to do for a long time, and now it's there. It's this ball I made, and we kicked it out. We made. I have this amazing team that made sure that this is out in the world today, and I'm forever grateful for everybody's input, support, and help. It could not have been there without it, and obviously also not without you guys supporting me in this. I know this is not Nightwish, it's not metal. It was an aware choice also, maybe something I haven't mentioned so much, like why do you want to do pop music? But I really felt like after 20 years of metal, it's nice to do something else and to do something that's really far away from it in order to create a sidetrack. Because metal, I'm already doing, and Nightwish for me is, it's the biggest thing there. I don't want to do something similar to it because I'm already doing it. So what am I going to explore there in this pop sound? Can make it heavy and floor-like, dramatic without adding double basses and super heavy guitars. How can you make it epic and dramatic like that? For me, it's super important to have that in and seek in a sound where less can be more. I mean, with Nightwish, more is more, which I love, and it totally fits there. But what if we take away part of that and we find a new sound for me there, and from where can you color towards? That's a super interesting journey, and I didn't really think in lines of I'm gonna write pop music. I'm gonna write music, and from there it's gonna be boxed somehow. You want to write about it. Florians is making music and it sounds like this and that. It's going to be pop music, it's pop rock music, rock pop, whatever. I don't really care. For me, it's most important. And I had the question the other day in an interview, so what does it sound like? And all I could really think and say was, it sounds like me. And how that really feels like, go and check it out, because this song will not be exactly like the next song, because that would be boring. That wouldn't please me. I want to kind of, play within the concept, and I already know which song is coming next. I'm super excited about that song too. I can already start teasing you about that now. But yeah, it's fun to really find my boundaries there, and also with my voice. How can I make it sound heavy and like me, and does it have to be really heavy, or can I make it really small sometimes, as long as the feeling is there, and I feel like I'm actually telling a story I want to tell you guys, then it's gonna sound like Floor. Here is Amelie. Please come to Germany someday. My biggest dream is to see a live. Well, of course, with Nightwish we're playing Dijkbrand Festival in the summer, and then there are a lot of shows within the European tour. And from there, of course, I'll be trying to get some more solo shows up there. Here's Chris writing that he suffered from a burnout. Listening to you sing helped me get through. The emotions you managed to communicate are so good for my morale. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's wonderful to hear. Burnouts are, really, really bad lows, but they from there usually create new ups, and hopefully from there, you learned so much about why you ended up there. That's a recommendation really from my bottom of my heart to everybody. Downs are part of life. But to find out why you got there is a key to not get so low next time. And it's not like after a burnout or a depression, it's not going to stay away forever. And you'll have that fear for it also forever. And that's fine, because the fear keeps you awake for it, as long as it doesn't numb you down. It's important to still, explore where you are and explore why you got there, in order to recognize signals before a possible next time. And if you get those signals right, you won't get that far. And that is something I can really say from personal experience. That is also why I actually feel confident in combining this mega band Nightwish with the solo path. I work differently nowadays, and I actually learned to say no. I learned to work with other people that do work that I can't do, that are doing work that I can't do as good as them, because they're better at it, so that I can do the work where I'm good at. And if all is well, we're in a team where I can excel, and so can they, and together we do something that helps you grow together as a team. That is something that's why I call my team the dream team, because we're really finding that. And that's not something you just create. That's also been years in the making, and we're still learning. And it doesn't mean that everything is always great, because we're all going to be making mistakes. It makes us human. But from there, and that I think is super important. It's not always what you do, it's how you do it. And try to create conditions around yourself where you won't get that far into, either depression or burnout, extreme fatigue, extreme darkness. And while I'm saying that, I can totally confess I haven't mastered that either. From great highs comes great lows. That's the same for me. But then it's about how you deal with it and how you pick yourself back up. And that's, a journey of a lifetime. Released at 2 a.m. for us, writes Sweeter Than Poison. The whole family stayed up for it. We always bond even more over your music. That is so sweet that it can be a family thing together. It's unbelievable. Thank you. And so late. I hope that everybody gets to sleep well, that are now sitting up in very different time zones from the one I'm in. I'm also wishing everybody that's been joining me but should have had a meeting or should have been at work or are at work and just took a moment. Thank you so much for your effort to be here. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to end this live stream. This part of the celebration of today. Later today, I'll be going live on TikTok at 7 Central European time. And for people joining here that are also part of Floor World, there will be also a nice live chat with just my Floor World members at 8 Central European time. So a lot of celebrations today. Some champagne for me in the evening. Not yet. But in my heart, I've already popped 15 bottles. I think just so happy with how things are rolling, and that I could join this moment with so many of you. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, a big thanks to everybody that's been working on fire, getting this song there, getting it out, making sure it reached you guys as it did. There are so many people connected to this, whom I mentioned earlier in this chat. Nothing's been taken for granted there as far as I'm concerned. And of course, a big thanks to well, my dear fans and everybody here, because without you guys, I'm really nothing. To celebrate this with you, it's unbelievable. Genuinely moved. It's out there now. It's for real. The bowl I made with all these wonderful people is just being kicked out in the world. It's called Fire. And I'm so excited. I'm so proud of it. So thank you so much for joining here today. And I'm really looking forward to release more songs. If we can do it like this, I'll wish I could do one every day, because this is so much fun. And I really hope you can enjoy this new track, If My Life, follow me in there. This whole solo career next to Nightwish. And well, maybe I'm gonna see you guys live in the next month, 17th of April in the Netherlands, maybe the 22nd or 24th in Finland, maybe for the US tour or one of the many festivals and other shows to come. But for now, I thank you so much for being here with me today at this very moment, online. And yeah, for the ones having a daytime, have a wonderful day. The ones who are having a nighttime, good night, sleep well, or well, I hope you can rest after all of this and dream about fire. Thank you so much, really, for staying and being here with me today. And I'm looking forward to more of all of this.